Hey y'all, and welcome to A Grief Journey. My name is Catherine, and I started making this channel after my daughter Kaya suddenly and unexpectedly died. So today I'm doing things a little bit differently. Basically, I'm being lazy and I'm not editing it. I'm just spewing off my thoughts on this topic, so good luck keeping up with me. And just so you know, in future videos, I've done a lot of things this summer to try to help me heal. And I hope you've noticed, like I'm really feeling a little more comfortable and authentic. And a lot of it's really worked. And I'm very excited to make videos to tell you about those things. But I want to do what I have done justice and explain it right. So those videos to come. But today I want to talk about this issue that seems to be everywhere, which is this massive amount of polarization and ostracizing people. I can't say the word for some reason, and I don't know why. That's happening in our world, and there are lots of people talking about why this is bad for a whole bunch of different reasons. But this is a channel about grief and how things affect grief and how grief affects you. And I want to talk a little bit about polarization and the process of grief, which might not sound like it goes together at first, but trust me, it does. So this I started to get inspired to make this video because yesterday I was talking to my daughter, Corinne, and she, at 14, a big lover of social media, has started to become very disillusioned with social media because of how polarized it's becoming. You can't say anything without getting called out for being wrong or right, or whatever you say. There are going to be these people who definitely agree with you and these people who definitely don't, and no one who seems to want to know why you might have said that, who wants to dig deeper into where you're coming from. No one who wants to have a conversation, basically, which we all know about social media, at least to some degree. For the most part, people don't want to have a conversation. So we all know all these problems with this, but if you've watched some of my other videos, you know that I heavily credit our ability to survive our daughter's loss to all the people who have loved and supported us so much through this process. If you're interested, I have a video about many of the things that our family, friends, and neighbors have done to help us, and we just continue to get love and support that helps us through. Life-saving love and support that helps us through. And I say life-saving, I have spoken since to several other parents who have lost a child, and it's pretty common to become suicidal at some point, which is a scary thought to think about. My husband and I both have become suicidal at points, and we have a 14-year-old daughter who needs us to take care of them. And so yes, life-saving help from people around us. And the thing is, we got help from all sides of the political ideology spectrum. We got help from. And I was thinking with our conversation, if we or they had been the kind of people to say, we disagree on this topic that I'm very passionate about, so we are not in each other's lives anymore, where would we be right now? If, I said, you're on the other side of the abortion debate, or you're on the other side of the political spectrum than I am, so I don't want you in my life anymore. They felt the same way about me. Where would we be right now? Because the people who disagree with us on some of those big issues, or the people that we disagree with on some of those big issues, are a fair chunk of the people who gave us that love and support. So I'm making this video to encourage people, hopefully, to think twice about cutting people out of their lives because they have a different viewpoint. Now, I'm not saying there aren't bad actors. There definitely are. But I think we're too quick to rush to judgment that someone is heartless because they believe in a way differently than we do. I think this is all very natural and normal given how we have evolved to survive, given that we evolved from being tribal. Our tribe versus your tribe. It was very clear cut back then who was in my tribe and who was not in my tribe. And I had to be more on guard with the people who are not in my tribe. But now we're artificially creating all these tribes and cutting people out because they don't kind of belong in one. And I feel that can just be dangerous in a whole bunch of ways, not the least of which is when you are at a time in your life when you need the most love and support from your community. So I also think it's very easy and natural to try to identify and bond over a common enemy, which is a lot of what we see happening right now. Democrats are getting together being like, the Republicans are evil for all these reasons, and now we feel really bonded together. And the Republicans are getting together and being like, the Democrats are really evil for all of these reasons, and that's why we're bonding together. But at the end of the day, that's a very superficial bond, having a common enemy, and we don't get deeper into conversations, and we don't really get to know where someone's coming from on an issue or how they really think. We just want to smack a label on it and make a quick judgment about a person because of it. And I feel that just leads to so many problems in our society and personally. So I'm making this video to encourage people to dig deeper, to think twice before labeling someone as awful or evil or heartless just because they might view an issue differently than you do. So thanks for putting up with my rambling. And hopefully next time I will have ready for you a video about some of the things that have helped me feel better, calmer, more peace and joy the most. Bye.